Welcome to episode 133 of the Sports Marketing Machine podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Neisser. Today, we're talking about the pros and cons of the all-you-can-eat ticket plans. We're diving into this topic. It's fun, it's great, it's also risky. You've probably seen them. One flat price covers admission and food. On paper, it's a dream for fans. They don't have to think about it. They just pay one price. They get everything that they want because they know that they're going to come and eat at your ballpark. And they also know, or your arena, they also know that food tends to be expensive. So for you, it can either be a home run or a marvelous opportunity or a margin killer. Today, we're going to break down the pros and cons, and most importantly, how to structure these plans so they actually boost revenue without overwhelming your concessions, operations team, and what have you. Let's get started. Let's talk about why fans love the all-you-can-eat packages, whatever it may be, either in sports or outside of sports. The first pro is it's easy to understand. Fans instantly get it. One ticket, unlimited food. What does value actually mean from a fan's perspective, right? So this value proposition, one ticket, unlimited food, they get it, right? Value equals what you get divided by what you pay. And every customer wants a value imbalance in their favor. With an all-you-can-eat package that comes with everything that you can eat and drink, it's got everything. And in their minds, it's like, well, the value imbalance is in my favor because I'm going to eat a lot and I'm going to show them. Like some people would think that way. The other way people would think is, well, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars eating at each game. This actually works out in my favor. Like this is good, right? So you could see how the wheels in the mind of the consumer move when you put together something. But I'm just going to repeat something that I learned from the chief marketing officer of Chick-fil-A. Every customer wants a value imbalance in their favor. I'm going to put a link in the show notes of a quick video clip from that former marketing director at Chick-fil-A talking about the value imbalance and how Chick-fil-A approached it long term. And they were in this video clip, he'll explain why the short-term win is not the best idea, but creating the value and balance long-term was the direction of where they were headed. So in the show notes, there'll be a link. But the first pro here is that it's an easy-to-understand value proposition that fans conceptually can get pretty quickly, and they will feel like that they are getting a value imbalance in their favor. The second pro for sports teams is the predictable revenue. You're bundling food into the ticket price, so you're getting more revenue up front, stabilizes cash, you're getting tickets and revenue money. Even if they don't show up, you got the money, it's up front, you don't have to wait for it and wait for people to buy stuff at the concession lines and what have you, you got the money up front. Third pro is it elevates the experience. Fans in the all-you-can-eat section feel like they're VIP treatment. It feels exclusive. And in sports, perception is really half the battle. Fans are going to take photos of themselves in this very exclusive all-you-can-eat section and post it to social media. And now it's another thing that they're bragging about on social media. The fourth piece here is the operational efficiency. By prepaying for the food, you cut down on long concession lines and you keep the game day experience smooth. Concession lines are one of the top number one, maybe number two in surveys, the responses of what people are complaining about. It's either the concession lines are long or the food was cold or what have you. That's normally in the top three in the survey responses. But you're actually solving this problem when you elect to go all you can eat. You're fixing it because of operational efficiency, like you're cutting down the long concession lines. You're making it easy and you're giving everyone a game day experience that they would appreciate. And don't forget, it's a great marketing hook as well. all you can eat 5-game plans or all you can eat Tuesday packages. Whatever you're creating makes for very simple messaging, and it's great, easy promotions where you don't have to spend a boatload of money trying to get t-shirts and buy all these different things and do all this different stuff. These work great. I talked about in a previous episode about how discounted opportunities like quarter hot dog night or dollar hot dog night are great ways to bring people in. And these loss leaders make you more money in other places. I'll put a link in the show notes to talk about those. But they're great marketing hooks, just like an all-you-can-eat Tuesday package or a 5-game all-you-can-eat package. Makes for great, easy messaging, great promotions. It's a win-win-win for the marketing team. Now, of course, with all those pros that I just went through, there are some downsides. Some are hidden, some are right there in plain sight. So, first big con, the margin risk. You're going to get some people that are going to be in there eating 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hot dogs. And if you haven't priced it right the first time, you're going to wipe out your profit. So the second kind of hidden downside is the operational strain. You could end up with massive lines at the all-you-can-eat concession stand where fans are waiting 30 minutes for a hot dog, and that truly kills the experience. So how would you position this, or how would you organize this from an operational perspective? Would you do it similarly how you do groups and group outings? Maybe, maybe not. Thinking through that. The third hidden downside here is the perceived low quality. If the food is unlimited nachos and maybe ballpark dogs and what have you, fans might associate your brand with like, hey, this really isn't, I don't feel like I'm getting that value and balance that I mentioned earlier. I feel like they're just feeding me the cheap food here that's super cheap, right? That's kind of what it is when you roll out the cheap side of things, unlimited nachos or what have you, and just ballpark dogs, and that's it. Like, hey, that doesn't provide that value imbalance that fans are looking for. Number 4 is a limited upsell. Once fans feel like they've already paid for food, they're less likely to buy premium items. In many cases, that may be specialty food or craft beer. And I would love to do the research and the data on the all-you-can-eat people who spend stuff in the merchandise store versus people who don't. I suspect, and you don't hold my feet to the fire here, I suspect that they spend less on merchandise because they feel like they've already kind of paid for their package for the night up front, which was their meal and the ticket to the game and that all-you-can-eat package. But I'd be curious to really look into that side of it. So the fifth kind of downside here is the unused value. Light eaters may feel like they wasted money, and it potentially could hurt your renewal rates. And finally, bargain hunters. These are the fans that are attracted to deals like this who are not necessarily long-term season ticket prospects, but are just really looking for a deal. Honestly, that's the only reason why you're doing it, or they're doing it, right? Which at the end of the day, like, that's fine. They bought tickets, they're coming out, they're enjoying it, they signed up for this plan, whatever it may be. Like, hey, if this is where they want to live for the next 5 years, like, we're happy with that. That's totally fine. But in some aspects, this may be your warm list of folks that you're looking to upgrade to become a season ticket member or a season ticket plan holder or what have you. So how do you structure these all-you-can-eat ticket plans smartly? And this is where I've seen some teams go wrong. They treat the all-you-can-eat like a blanket offer instead of a strategic tool. How do you price it? Here is one strategy. You might be able to think of a couple other ones, but I'm going to give you one strategy to think about it. Take your per cap spend, add a little bit of a buffer margin, and model it out for kind of the heavy eater scenario. So let me give you an example. If your average per cap was, let's just say $12, just for fun here. Let's just say it was $12, and maybe your all-you-can-eat ticket is $25, not $15. So you've actually baked in a little bit of a margin there so that you can handle the guys that eat a lot or the gals that eat a lot, but it also kind of gives you the value in between there. So that's what my recommendation would be, was use per cap as your starting point to figure out what it is, and maybe double it, but you definitely want to add that number in. So I said, okay, if per cap was 12, we make all you can eat ticket plan for that specific game 25, and everything's great. Second thing here is your menu selection matters. You've got to have 3 to 5 staple items. Hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, soda. You need some variety in there so it feels like a deal, not so much that you're killing your margin. So you really have to really understand, like, if we did popcorn and nachos, they're relatively inexpensive. Can we get hot dogs? What else could we put in there to make it like an imbalance in value for the customer? So think through your menu selection, because it absolutely matters. The third thing you would think about as you structure this smartly is the alcohol question. You have to be crystal clear. If alcohol is not included, which it usually isn't, you need to position that as kind of a benefit. Hey, we've got your food covered, so you've got time to be able to choose your alcohol or what have you. Most all you can eat include your soft drinks, soda, or water, but don't include the alcohol. So you need to be crystal clear. It does not include alcohol, or it does, and you get a $5 alcohol credit, whatever that is. So it has to be a value and balance, but you also have to be very specific if you're including details about alcohol. The fourth kind of bucket here of how you structure it smartly is the operational controls. So don't let your all-you-can-eat group of ticket buyers overwhelm every stand. Use wristbands, vouchers, some sort of specific section. You got to keep the lines moving. So thinking through, how do we make this easier for folks and put some operational controls, some boundaries here, so it makes life a whole lot easier on your team. And then here's a bonus. Could you partner with sponsors? So if a local brand covers the hot dogs or sodas, you could offset some costs that way. Or you could create an all-you-can-eat ticket plan and include a shirt, and the shirt is covered by a sponsor. Like, you can get creative with this idea here of incorporating a sponsor that helps cover the cost or adds a value add. Like, you can think through this a little bit more of how you structure it, right? I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to include this link in the show notes, about the long-term thinking of how Chick-fil-A thought about their long-term thinking. And I want you to be thinking long-term as well about this all-you-can-eat package as a ticket plan. Zoom out a little bit here. Let's just say you just want one all-you-can-eat promo night, but instead you want to turn it into an actual ticket plan. All-you-can-eats can absolutely work as a recurring product, but only if you're thinking carefully about who it's for. So you're segmenting for the right fans. These are great for families. These are great for grandparents that want to bring their grandbabies to the games. These are great for dads who want to bring their kids out. Like, this is great for families, great for the grandparents. It's great for even some companies that want to have predictable costs across multiple games. So if you put the package together and it's $150 per seat, and that covers 5 games or 6 games, whatever that is, like, keep things super simple. But those are your target markets for these, and these are the folks who aren't necessarily chasing these premium amenities like suite nights or some of those big time group outings that would include all kinds of different things. So thinking through how you would do that. And then second piece of this, as you're thinking long term, is define the package clearly. Is it a 10 game? Is it a pick 6 like flex plan? Is it set 5? Like, clearer the boundaries, like I had mentioned about alcohol, it's easier for the fans to see the value in what you are offering. Third, watch your renewal and upgrade paths. These all-you-can-eat plans are often an early level, early entry package for some fans. Some fans will stay here forever, just like I had mentioned, and that's totally fine. But others you need to be thinking about how do we get them to eventually turn into a full season ticket holder or premium seats or what have you. Like, how do you consistently stay on these folks to turn them into full season? And that's where the customer service side of things come in, that you really have to have that piece figured out. And finally, don't let it cannibalize your higher value plans. So if you're not careful, you're going to train your fans to think food should always be included, instead of positioning all you can eat as a fun, family-friendly option, not as their default offer for everyone, right? So all you can eat packages can be more than a promotion. It can be that strategic entry-level ticket plan, but it has to be priced, packaged, and positioned correctly. Priced, packaged, positions, 3 Ps, so it attracts the right fans without devaluing your other products. So you've got to find balance here to understand what your margins are, put a little buffer in there, and maybe you're adding some sponsorship element to this so that fans feel like they're getting a value imbalance and everyone's happy and everyone wins and you're targeting the right people. All right, at the end of each episode, I give you the main takeaways. These are the main points about this episode that get you thinking about, is this right for me? How do I approach this? And what have you. All right, number 1, all-you-can-eat ticket plans are simple and attractive. Fans love the value. They get it. They feel like they're getting a value imbalance. Number 2, your margins are fragile with this one, so you have to be pricing it carefully. Number 3, the menu design. Clarity around alcohol, make or break the experience. So if you're only going to have a couple things in the all-you-can-eat package and you're not clear about alcohol, you're asking for trouble here. So you've got to have several options in the menu, and you've got to be clear around alcohol, if it's included or if it isn't. And then number 4 of the main takeaways, you got to track renewals and per caps to see if it's actually building loyalty or just kind of filling seats. Some fans are going to sit in this early entry offer and they're going to sit in this spot for the next 5 years, and that's totally fine. But others, you should be working to see if you can upgrade them and get them closer to becoming season ticket holders. Bottom line, all-you-can-eat ticket plans can be fantastic promotional tools to be able to move ticket plans, but only if you go in it with a plan. Otherwise, it's going to turn into an all-you-can-lose package rather than an all-you-can-eat win-win for everyone. So if your team has tried all-you-can-eat packages before, I'd love to hear how they worked. Did they work? What went well? What didn't? Shoot me a DM or send me a message on Sports Marketing Machine. You can find my email there. I'd love to hear more from you about it and why they chose to stay with it. Why did they change their mind? But today's episode is really just to give you a little bit of the foundation of, if you're thinking about doing this, what might this look like? And if today's episode gave you some food for thought, pun intended, do me a favor, share it with a colleague or someone who's just like you, trying to work in sports and grow their fan base and sell more tickets. And if you would, please leave a quick review on Apple or Spotify. It helps more people who are just like you, those folks who are working in sports, trying to grow their fan base and drive more revenue. Until next time, keep selling smarter and building that fan base. Take care.